Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Near Disney. It's the Wednesday show where we cover everything that has to do with what's going on within a 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle, what's happening with Disney park news, as well as the Orlando area real estate market. First, though, let's cue the theme song. The fireworks getting you energized. And as we're having people jump into the live stream, feel free to say hi, let us know where you're watching from. Actually, I just want to take a moment here that we got a shout out actually from the Orlando Magazine. That's right, 80 years in print here on their Great Neighborhoods issue for the month of July. Orlando Magazine put a spotlight actually on the Hot 100 elite superstar agents. So they call us the all stars here, Real Estate 2026. So happy to see that Kim Hawk is the captain of the Near Disney team here. She's got her face there, and of course they wrote a little blurb with us and included the Near Disney logo, basically giving us a shout out, saying recognizing Kim Hawk for her 30 years in real estate, from the founding of Celebration, Florida, the town that was built by Disney. And then of course they give her the nod as the fairy godmother of real estate here, and as a former Disney executive and top 1% nationwide realtor. So, yep, it just shows that we both understand the emotional and financial side of buying and selling, and giving a nod to the passion and integrity to making us a trusted guide for anyone looking to call Central Florida home. So super happy to get that shout out for the Near Disney channel and Kim Hawk, our team captain here, to keep providing you valuable service here on YouTube as well as in person. That's why our phone numbers are here on the screen so that you can call us, pick our brains about what's going to take to get you taken care of. Absolutely. And while we're shouting people out, I also just want to recognize that Celebration, the town where our office is built, it's not the only area we service. We on the Friday show, we highlight all kinds of areas in Central Florida, but basically the Celebration Social is a beautiful club in the bubble of Celebration, and they're participating in the Christmas in July festivities that'll be happening on July 25th, this upcoming Saturday. They're going to be here at Taitani, the Thai place in downtown Celebration, from 3 to 5 p.m. That's Market Street downtown. It's like kind of a fun, festive warm up before actually the town has an event for the evening after 5 p.m. So that they're also kind of doing a broader Christmas and July's theme. So yeah, definitely check out the Celebration Social. Especially, we know a lot of people who watch our show was from they are Celebration local. So that's basically happy hour drinks, appetizer specials, festive social fun. Get to know your neighbors, kind of deal. Want to just jump into the news here real quick. Basically, we have a new restaurant that opened up in downtown Disney, or Disney Springs. It's been Disney Springs so long, and I still call that. And I caught myself saying MGM the other day instead of Hollywood Studios. Like, come on, get it together. But yeah, the other week we were telling you about Gordon Ramsay's new place that opened up for kind of English pub themed dining. And now we've got this new place that just opened July 20th, Six Ravens. Local chef collaborations, and of course it's got their menu is available to check out as well. They basically wanted to give you that they've got like beers here, they've got nice bread, but there is like more substantive like stuff on their menu as well. Nice excuse me, pizza, Bruno, garlic knots, let's say these barbecue. So it's a cool, just kind of hearty stuff, but with this sort of medieval kind of theming from ye old brew house. So basically dipping sauces is where it's at for them, with all those like baked breads. It's kind of leaning into being a bakery here. So yep, just opened up, and it's got some pretty cool atmosphere, pretty cool theming. I thought that this article had more of it, but I will yeah, we'll let you know if anything else comes of that, if we get a chance to try it ourselves, or let us know if you've had a chance to try it yourself. In other news, we've got just rumors swirling around. Like, there's been a lot of new preparations for things that are changing in the Disney park attractions. Universal Studios went so far as to add a whole third park to their place with Epic last year. Disney seems to be more focusing on changing up the offerings within the parks. We saw like a big shakeup where Splash Mountain, you'd think like the most iconic ride in Disney, wasn't safe from being reimagined. And what we've seen now is maybe some conversation about Tomorrowland, and specifically Space Mountain. So reports continue to suggest they could be preparing to close the legendary indoor coaster sometime in 2027. Basically, it's been around for 50 years, Space Mountain. Disney has not confirmed this, but speculation continues to build as multiple outlets point toward a major overhaul potentially being announced after this year's D23 Expo. Because I think like they're getting rid of the people mover is what they're saying here. But if Space Mountain does indeed shut down for a lengthy reconstruction project, it suggests that Tomorrowland Transit Authority People Mover would almost certainly be affected as well. So the People Mover has been circulating Tomorrowland since 1975, and part of its charm comes from traveling directly through several attractions, including Space Mountain. But if Space Mountain is going to be under construction, the People Mover's kind of got its trajectory blocked, which could mean that attraction is going to be kind of on hold until they've replaced in Space Mountain. So yeah, it's if you've got any thoughts on this or your own ideas about what's going to happen with Tomorrowland, let us know. I mean, we live here in Disney, so they're always changing it up on us. We get used to that, little by little, all the growing pains of sunsetting rides and sun rising new rides. But I mean, I'll say like, you gotta at least go to Disney twice in your life, once when you're a kid and once when you're bringing your kid there. And it's going to be like a totally different place. Heck, even things like Splash Mountain and maybe Space Mountain could be gone. Let's throw things over to the real estate side of things real quick. We've speaking of in with the new, let's talk about new construction. So we've got some news about like affordable housing, some townhomes communities coming into the Davenport area near Disney. So this new gated community of townhomes called Bimini Bay. Don't accidentally say bikini. It's not Bikini Bottom from SpongeBob necessarily, but basically this neighborhood is situated directly off Highway 27 and I-192 with quick access to I-4 and the 429. So it's like centrally located. Commuting around the area is going to be a breeze. So, you can enjoy, you're close to grocery stores, restaurants, shopping, the parks, golf courses, and just all the recreational activities that are local to the area. So that's pretty cool because basically these townhomes are priced from $279,900. So you can get townhomes in the 200s if this, it says interest rates as low as 4.99%, up to 10,000 in closing costs for a limited time. So the incentives always kind of fluctuate. So definitely get in touch with us so we can coordinate with the sales office. But yeah, you see just the beauty of the contemporary finishes with new construction. And townhomes are nice because like an association kind of maintains the exterior of the building and in most cases the grounds. And so yeah, you can just see this is plotted out here. It's going to start going up. And I imagine that at this price point and with these proximities, 8 miles from Disney World, and it's going to start getting fast attention. So that's cool. Bimini Bay. And the other thing that's worth noting is that this is a gated community. Some people like they only want to consider gated. That is something to just be aware of, that you've got that opportunity here with that. All right, yeah, and I love the amenities and the walking trails that they're showing out here. That's going to be a cool one. We like to go into areas like this with our team and actually create like more of our own personalized video tours with like us getting FaceTime, us talking with the representatives there. So once this starts to materialize a little bit more, we'll probably be creating content like that. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe there. Another interesting development here. Huh, I don't know why my article's not loading. We've got an update on renovation design overhaul for Camping World Stadium. If I could just get this going for us. Next article here. Okay, here we go. So basically, a $400 million renovation for Camping World Stadium would expand seat capacity and add new amenities throughout the venue. 650,000 square foot renovation would increase the capacity to over 65,000 seats. So it's funded entirely by the Orange County Tourist Development Tax. Basically, it's a new north end zone tower that would enclose the seating bowl, connect the stadium suite and the terrace levels, add escalators, premium seating, and a club. So terrace level concourse would also be expanded. So yeah, just nicing up the place. Here we go. This is what I like to see, the art here for how they're actually designing it. If I could just zoom in real quick. We've got beautiful renderings of a very nice stadium. If I guess we might have to just look at it this way. But yeah, I mean, they sure know how to make it look state of the art in the CGI renderings. That is massive. Just every one of those squares that you see like here is just many hundreds of people. So 65,000 is no joke. I mean, I guess like if Taylor Swift wants to do the Eras tour again, we can get her in there for that next era. So we'll keep you posted on that as construction goes underway. Bringing things back to real estate topic here. Why more Americans are turning to co-buying to afford a home. It says more buyers are teaming up with their friends or relatives to split the down payment, mortgage, or other home ownership's cost, making it easier to buy in today's affordability challenged market. I mean, yeah, that's what they're saying, is that housing prices are just, blowing people away over how they've shifted in the past several years, making it harder to be a first-time home buyer. We covered a topic the other day that like the average age of the first-time home buyer in America is 40 now, which is historically high. It was like up from 38 the previous year. And so, we also covered a topic that was saying that they were loosening up on the strictness with it. Used to be like you could only co-buy with a relative or your spouse. It was easier to do it that way. So now loosening up to allow for more friends or non-relatives is being allowed as a way to kind of add to the affordability paths and options. We went over kind of the pros and cons of doing that, because if when it's you and your spouse, or you and your parents, maybe it's a little easier to be on the same page for the long-term goals of that property as an investment, or as you're living together. You roommates are cool for a little while, but then you got to figure out what you want to do with that equity. So if you both want to get in on it at the same time. Younger adults who want to own a home are at a significant disadvantage compared to previous generations. Wages have increased, but not enough, as the housing costs have risen faster. So the gap makes it challenging for young people. So, stuff that you're preaching to the choir here. So the significant financial benefits of co-buying, they're going to lay it out here, getting a better interest rate, having a lower monthly mortgage contribution per person, shared maintenance costs, savings on utility, emergency financial flexibility, potential to build wealth faster, while sharing the cost of home ownership makes it easier to improve your financial position, and thus lower monthly household expenses. But of course, critical to choose the right home buyer. That's why the right home buyer was often the person that you put a ring on and chose to spend the rest of your life with. But hey, your best buddy or business partner wants in on that, just I'm sure you vetted them properly over the years. So just a little reminder that there are options, and we have put lenders on the stream at times who can go over the various programs and give advice. So we can connect you to good lenders who can tell you your options with a little more specificity on that regard. Throw it over to a cool event here. This looks like so much fun. Night of Poe Orlando. This is a hauntingly immersive evening where Edgar Allan Poe's most famous tales come alive through immersive theater, live music, storytelling, and expertly crafted cocktails. This is a 90-minute journey. Basically, it's just depicting the worlds of Edgar Allan Poe's madness and macabre, and people are just going to have fun with reimagining the stories and the soundscapes here. So it looks like there's still tickets available for Night of Poe, all Gothic themed, all the famous, stories and imagery. And that's going to be Friday, August 7th and Saturday, August 8th. Looks like there's on Friday, you got 6 p.m., 8 p.m., 10 p.m. On Saturday, you got 2 p.m., 4 p.m., 6 p.m., 8 p.m. So that's cool. It looks like it's $65 a ticket to get into that. But yeah, sip the story. Enjoy a curated tasting menu of 4 complimentary, delicious themed cocktails paired perfectly for the night. So that's cool. It's like you don't just pay for your seat. You are getting some refreshments included with your ticket. So lose yourself in a meticulously crafted Gothic soundtrack written by Danny Elfman, who did Nightmare Before Christmas and the music for Beetlejuice and Batman. So that's cool. Night of Poe. You might see me there at one of these. I think that just sounds like too much fun. And we'll just throw things over to the end here with this from Listing Reports. They usually give us a good graphic for how to, be smart about buying and selling. They're just giving us a reminder here of how does having good credit impact your mortgage. That's lower interest rates, save on your monthly payments and interest, better loan options, quality for more favorable mortgage terms, greater buying power, afford more home with lower borrowing costs. So yeah, your credit score plays a key role in your mortgage approval, by helping lenders determine your credit worthiness and the risk level involved with lending to you. So that's just a good little reminder there of how you can help yourself by maybe getting your credit in order before you start your home search, so you can just make a fast move on the dream house. Because we tell you all the time, got to get pre-qualified first before you fall in love with the home. And in increasing cases, especially in the luxury market where we do tend to specialize, like in Celebration, Florida, a lot of cases, they won't even allow the home showing until you've got your pre-approval letter or your proof of funds. I know sometimes we try to give you like the whole, do you know who I am? But with our client, but they don't always go for that. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Gave you some coverage about things going on with Disney, things going on with real estate, as always. And just let us know what you think of all that. Please hit the like button and subscribe. Helps grow the channel, gets it out to more people. It's always amazing to me when we get calls or texts sometimes and say where people were watching us from all over the country or across the ocean. So with that, I'll just say you can always get in touch with me, Elijah Lewis, 407-922-0587. I'll take care of you, and throw it over to Kim Hawk, the fairy godmother of real estate, to sign us out. Take care.
Make sure that you subscribe and like so that we can continue to give you up-to-date information on all things that are going around the 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle, because this is truly a magical place to live.